Okay, Legislator Godfrey, go ahead with your committee meeting, please.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the
I'm going to start knocking heads together.
the committee for the Community Safety and Security on May the 4th. I'd like to have the roll call. Joan, could you please call the roll call?
Legislator Hill.
Present.
Legislator Bratt.
Here.
Legislator Nemi.
Here.
Legislator Mullane.
Here.
Legislator Robbins.
He was on.
Okay. Thank you tonight from our sheriff's office.
Here.
Okay,
He's
thank you.
Yep, there he was. From our sheriff's office, there's 3 on the agenda tonight. That would be A, B, and F. Those are all grants. If you could just, Sheriff Felicity, just give us a quick overview of A, B, and F. We'd like to move those as a group.
Chairman, that's the admin agenda. Do you want?
All right, the first one is FY19 operational of Stone Garden.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pull those.
At Stone Garden, the second one will be your substance abuse treatment grant.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. The CSS agenda is in a different order, but we'll work off of this one. Operation Stone Garden grant. This is the acceptance of the amount of $257,800 under the that's an award from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. This is a reoccurring grant for Joint Border Patrol operations.
Just want to do them separate.
Right here. On this time.
Yeah, let me just find that one.
It's right here.
I got it.
Okay.
Next is the acceptance of the residential substance abuse treatment grant, the amount of $50,000. That's a reoccurring grant that we use for substance abuse in our treatment pod in the jail. And last is the acceptance of the coronavirus emergency supplemental funding program in the amount of $58,000. That is for us to stockpile PPE for the sheriff's office.
Very good. Looking for a motion for legislator Brett and a second legislator Robbins. Who's on those three?
I'll move them, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Any further questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, if any? Being not opposed, those three have been approved. Moving on to the extensions for our forensics firearm consultants. I have two resolutions there for Michael Lujanovich and Mark Shaw. Eric, if you could just briefly go over those two, we'll do those together.
Sure. These are firearms consultants that we need to sign off on our current examiner's work. We need both of them until our current examiner comes up to full speed. Once that happens, we'll be eliminating one of these and just using one because you always have to have oversight for the lab work.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion for legislator Hill. Yes, and a second legislator Mullane.
Yes.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Hearing none opposed, those two have been approved. Thank you. And the last one on the list is the extend the inmate health care services agreement. Sarah?
Aye.
Okay. All right. We're looking to do our second extension on this. We have a current agreement with Prime Care. They've provided us with top-notch service in the jail here. And I think, you know, the past will tell us that we need to make sure we have consistent medical coverage and care in the jail here. So we're looking to do the second extension on the current agreement.
Okay, looking for a motion for legislator Hill. All right, legislator Hill. Okay, thank you. And a second from legislator Nemi.
I second it.
Very good. Any questions? All in favor, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh. Any opposed? Hearing none opposed, that one is also approved. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
And
Mr.
we're
Chairman.
on the agenda for community safety and security, emergency services. We have a modification there. Jonathan, if you would please.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is a budget modification. We've received our payment for a hazmat incident at Covanta. It's repayment for all our supplies and equipment that was destroyed at the fire.
Okay, great. I will move that myself. I'm looking for a second from legislator Robbins. Legislator Robbins gave it a second. Any questions? Favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That one's also carried. Thank you, Jonathan, and a good job. I want to thank you personally and on behalf of the committee and everybody in the county. We could not make it through this without you. You've done an outstanding job, Jonathan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Anything else for the good of the committee? Hearing none, I have a motion from legislator Brett to adjourn. Second by legislator Mullane. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you and a good evening, everyone. Stay safe.
Thanks, you too.
order for May 4th, 2020. We'll begin with a roll call of legislators that are present. May I ask them to respond? First with Legislator Collins.
Here.
Legislator Bratt.
Here.
Legislator Grozio.
Here.
Legislator Nemi.
Here.
Legislator Syracuse.
Here.
Legislator Steed.
Here.
Legislator Whittish.
Here. Here.
Legislator Grozio. I'm sorry,
Here.
Gooch. Legislator Gooch. I understand Legislator Gooch is excused from tonight's meeting. All right, first on the agenda will be the approval of the meeting minutes from January 13th, 2020. Could I have a motion to approve the minutes followed by a second?
So move.
And who was that?
Legislator Steve.
Legislator Steed. Legislator Brott, do you second the motion?
Yes, this is Legislator Brad. I second the motion.
Thank you. Any questions on the meeting minutes from January 13th, 2020? Hearing none, all those in favor in accepting the minutes, please signify with aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Let's move on to the May abstract. Legislator Steed, would you please move the abstract to the from the agenda?
May I interrupt for just a moment, please?
Sure.
A blank on the abstract for Labella. I do not have the invoice value on Friday, but it is $11,764.87. Our quarterly monitoring, it's on a PO. It's been the same value for the last 3 years, up and down some months based on our sampling schedule. But I did want to clear that up, that I will add that there for approval. $11,764.87.
All right, and so that's in addition to the sum that's on this abstract that came on Friday?
That is correct.
All right. Do we have an account, do we have to amend this at this committee level, or does it get covered at the admin level?
As long as the committee has approved the payment to form here, I can amend it when I send it over to audit for confirmation of payment.
Okay. All right, so Legislator Steed, I'm going to go back to you on your motion to move this off the, or to the agenda, or do you,
Yes.
you continue to move this with that additional sum? Great.
Yes.
Legislator Grozio, could I get your second on this?
You got it.
Great. Are there any questions to the amended refuse abstract? Hearing none. All those in favor, please.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, very good. Next is the approval of change order request number 2, time extension. Dawn, do you want to give us an explanation on this?
Absolutely. Our contractor, Zolads, has requested some additional time to accommodate our their subcontractor, the electricians, to complete the leachate storage tanks installed. As of last week, we had the parts installed. Now we just need a pump counter that is still on a little bit of, I'm not going to say back order, but the supply chain's been disrupted due to the coronavirus. So we're anticipating that they will be substantially complete on June 5th.
And this was of no cost, no additional cost to the county?
Yes, that
To
is
the
correct.
refuse
My
district, that
apologies.
is?
This is a no cost change order.
Okay. Could I get a motion from legislator Grozio on this, please?
Move it.
Thank you. And legislator Collins, a second?
I'll second it.
All those, or any questions on this item? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, passes. Dawn, would you discuss this next informational topic?
The item here is regarding 3G cellular service. Verizon has notified customers utilizing the 3G network that it will discontinue 3G service and bandwidth in order to liberate more bandwidth at the end of the year. Our remote dialing and remote monitoring stations previously installed at the refuse district, there are 4 stations, are in need of a dialer upgrade. I spoke with IT about the installation pack that we can purchase from, it in here. $300, you can get an upgrade. So I intend to purchase those. I'm going to hold off a little bit, as I'm going to wait to see if Verizon is going to list the allowance of the 5G network longer. But this should be approximately $1,300 impact to our budget, but will be necessary to remote monitor.
All right. So you don't need any action from the committee at this time. You're just being informative in regards to a potential upcoming cost.
That is correct.
All right, great. And you had one more informational item on the agenda. Do you want to roll with that?
Please, thank you. The City of Lockport wastewater treatment plant has informed us of a price increase. We currently pay 9.5 cents per 1,000 gallons. The price is moving to 14.5 cents per 1,000 gallons. That's a 5-cent increase. Rather than get bogged down in the cost and the percentage, I'll make 2 points of interest. One, we have not had a cost increase from the City of Lockport in quite some time, about 10 years. Two, and this by our sewer district director, Tom Blodgett, asking him if this were a fair price, and he indicated indeed it was. And 2, I also just asked him if he could accept our leachate. We have a couple in our leachate that would, the chemistry would make it difficult to make them. So on those grounds, we've accepted the permit and the price change increase to continue to take our leachate to the City of Lockport. Probably an annual increase of about $4,000.
All right. As you may have heard, that greatly upset my dog, but we'll roll with it here. Is there any questions from the committee on that point or the previous point?
Hey, Donna, you cut out on that last talk. Did you say that our county treatment plant cannot handle that leachate?
Yeah, I don't want to speak too much for Tom, but yes, he indicated that there is some chemistry inside our leachate that would make it difficult up against his permit with all of the other customers he services. So rather than dive further into the issue, we decided keep it close by and that the rate was fair with the City of Lockport.
Okay, thank you.
We're gonna need the dog's name for roll call vote.
His name is Larry.
Love it.
Yep. All right. Anything else for the good of the committee? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn from Legislator Steed and a
Yes.
second from Legislator Bratt. All those in favor, please signify by aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Be safe, everybody.
Thank you.
Legislator Collins, go ahead.
At this time, I'd like to call to order the Infrastructure Committee meeting at approximately 5:31 on May 4th. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy. Mrs. Bergman, if you're available, could you please do roll call?
Legislator Collins,
Here.
Legislator Bratt,
Here.
Legislator Syracuse,
Here.
Legislator Grozio,
Here.
Legislator Hill,
Here.
and Legislator Robbins.
Here.
All right, thank you very much.
Oh,
At this time, I'd like to get a motion from Legislator Brandt for the approval of the meeting minutes, and a second from Legislator Grozio. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Anyone opposed? Motion carried. All right, first order of business, I believe, is information and technology. Mr. Flynn, if you would please address this issue, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, there's nothing major here other than we're moving forward with a bid for a cybersecurity grant project. And that bid should be out for several weeks. Once that gets returned, then we will make a selection and move forward.
Okay, thank you very much. I have a motion from Legislator Robbins, second from Legislator Brandt. On the question. All in favor? Aye.
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 Is anyone opposed? Okay, motion carried. Okay, next item is refuse district change order number 2. Time extension approval. I believe Don Tim just addressed that, but if you could just briefly go over that again, I would appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a no-cost change order out of the refuse district to extend the substantial completion date for our contractor to June 5th of this year.
Okay, thank you very much. I have a motion from Legislator Hill, a second from Legislator Grozio. On the question. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Is anyone opposed? Anyone? Okay, hearing no one being opposed, motion carried. Thank you, Don Tim. Okay, next up we have engineering. Mr. Allen, if you could possibly handle the first 2 regarding Walmart Road consultant amendment and the Porter Center Road consultant amendment. If you could take those 2 together, I would appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like permission to amend and modify the contract for our consultant on Walmart Road. This is amendment number 2. His original contract was for $185,000 for preliminary design. Amendment number 1, already approved, was for $187,500. And modified his preliminary design added the final design and added his cost to do right-of-way acquisitions. So that was already approved. This amendment, number 2, is to add construction administration, construction inspection for $412,000. It allows start the project construction and see through it to its end for a total contract value of $784,500.
Okay, thank you very much. I have a motion from Legislator Robbins, a second from Legislator Hill. On the question, anyone? Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Is anyone opposed? Okay, thank you very much. Motion carried, both motions. Okay, next up, we have a grant application. Mr. Allen, could you please go over that real quickly? We would appreciate it.
Chairman, I have the second amendment we get to go over.
Okay.
This is for Porter Center Road to amend the contract to the consultant, Bergman Associates. His original contract design $243,000, and I'm asking to amend his contract to add construction administration, construction inspection for $102,914. Total value of his new contract will be $345,914.
Okay, thank you very much. I have a motion by Legislator Syracuse, second by Legislator Robbins. On the question. Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Okay, motion carried. Appreciate it. Mr. Allen, if you will continue with the next one, the grant application approval.
This is Garrett. I'll take this one.
Okay, Mr. Meal, if you would address that one, I'd appreciate it. Sorry about that.
Yep, we are seeking authorization to apply for a build transportation grant. That is a federal program, stands for Better Utilizing Investments to Leverage Development Transportation Funding Program. We are seeking to apply for funding for 5 bridges, a rural bridge initiative to help the agricultural community in Niagara County. The grant or the total project cost will be up to $7.4 million, of which would be 90% funded through the grant and 10% local match of $740,000, which we would pay for locally using our CHIPS money, Consolidated Highway Improvement Program funds.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Meal. I have a motion from Legislator Robbins, a second from motion from Legislator Robbins, and a second from Legislator Bratt. On the question.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Yeah, please,
Legislator Hill.
Yeah, okay. Yes, Legislator Hill, please proceed.
Yeah, Commissioner Meal, have we identified the bridges that'll be targeted with this grant if we receive it?
Yes, we have 5 bridges in mind. One is on Gasport Road. 2 of them are on Carmen Road. 1 is on Heartland Road. And the last one is slipping my mind, but it's also up in the northeast segment of the county. And really the logic was to kind of have a big impact on the area that has a lot of bridges that are in bad shape to help out the farmers, where there's a lot of road restrictions and bridge restrictions on the roads that they can carry.
Well, we certainly appreciate that. I'm in full support of this resolution. Thank you for your effort.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions regarding this application? Okay, with no further input, all approved. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Is anyone opposed? Anyone? Okay, motion carried. Thank you very much. I believe the next one is informational. I don't know if Mr. Allen or Mr. Moore wants to handle this one. Please let me know who it is and proceed.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is Norman. I will take care of this one. We are taking business week, May 7th, for 2 projects. The first one is Porter Center Road, a bridge replacement over 6 Mile Creek. And the second one's actually two culverts, very large culverts, Upper Mountain over Fish Creek and Lockport over Cable Creek. Both the Porter Center Bridge and Upper Mountain culvert is this year. Lockport Cable will be next year. That's so close to the Walmart Road project. So because we're so late in the season and we're taking this this week, we will bring this to the legislature, I guess, at the committee of the whole. So this is information only for now.
Okay, appreciate it, Mr. Allen. Does anyone have any questions regarding this informational, regarding this? Guess not. Okay, moving along. Highway intermunicipal agreement. I believe Mr. Lapp is going to address this.
I'll take this one as well. This is Garrett.
Okay, Mr. Meal. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, we are seeking to authorize entering into an intermunicipal agreement with various local municipalities. This is related to our spoils material from road projects, buildings, excess dirt, other materials. We historically would ship those materials to the towns. It's been past practice, but there's never really been anything in writing formalizing this agreement. So this is really just a formal agreement between us and the towns so that it's clear on what our activities are.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion from Legislator Hill, second from Legislator Robbins. On the question. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Say aye. Aye. Is anyone opposed? Okay, motion carried.
Thank you.
And at this time, I believe if there is no other discussion regarding anything for the good of the county, meeting is adjourned. I have a motion from Legislator Bratt, second from Legislator Syracuse. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? All right, everyone stay safe and be well.
Legislator Nemi, go right ahead.
Okay, I would like to call to order the Administration Committee meeting for May 4th, 2020 at 5:45. Looking, Lisa, could you please read the roll?
Yes. Legislator Debbie.
Here.
Legislator Collins.
Here.
Legislator Bratt.
Here.
Legislator Godfrey.
Here.
Legislator Syracuse.
Here.
Legislator Grozio.
Here.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Here.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm looking for approval of the minutes from April 13th. If I could get a motion from Legislator Bratt.
Legislator Bratt, motion.
and second from legislator Virtuoso.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 The minutes are approved. We're going to go into item 3 from the sheriff's office.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Acting Sheriff Phil said he had to step off, so Chief Deputy Dunn's going to step in for a little bit to help out.
Okay, glad to have you here.
Thank you. The first A is for the Operation Stone Garden grant. It's a grant that we actually receive every year to help us with border operations in conjunction with the Border Patrol and other agencies within the county.
Okay, I'm looking for a motion from legislator Godfrey
Yes, I'll motion.
and second from legislator Collins.
Yes, sir.
On the question, Lisa, can we have a roll call vote?
Yes. Legislator Demi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse, did he say yes? I didn't hear.
Yes. Legislator Syracuse, yes.
Okay. Legislator Grozio
Yes.
and Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
Okay, the motion passes. Item B.
All right, thank you. Item B is an acceptance for the substance abuse treatment grant. It's a recurring grant that we get every year from Division of Criminal Justice Services. Helps us with programs in the jail.
Looking for a motion from legislator Collins
Yes.
and second by legislator Grosio.
Second.
And on the question, again, roll call vote.
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grozio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
And that motion passes. Chief Dunn, could you do C and D together?
Yes, sir. Actually, that works out perfectly. They are both the same type of agreement, just two different personnel. We require these in order to help with our firearms examinations. We have an individual in-house that is working towards their certification, but we need these two individuals to sign off on their work, and she's not completely up to speed yet, but hopefully will be in the next few months.
Hey, looking for a motion by legislator Grosio,
Yep.
second by legislator Syracuse.
Yes.
On the question, roll call vote.
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grozio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
Those pass. Letter E.
All right, thank you, sir. Letter E is the extension of our current medical contract with Prime Care. As you know, we've been with Prime Care now for a while, and they've done a fantastic job. So this is actually extending their contract through one more year. Obviously, they've been more important to us now more than ever to help us combat this pandemic.
Thank you. Motion by legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
second by legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
On the question, roll call vote.
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grozio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
And that resolution passes. And letter F.
Hi, last one. We were awarded a grant to help us combat the coronavirus pandemic. This is going to be used to help us gather some much needed supplies and hopefully have a little stockpile for us.
Thank you. Motion by legislator Virtuoso,
Yes.
second by legislator Bratt.
Yes.
On the question? Roll call vote.
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grozio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
And that passes. Thank you. Next up would be emergency services, Mr. Schultz.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've got a budget modification for $19,202. This is a repayment from a hazmat incident at Covanta. It's replacing a bunch of equipment that was used and destroyed at that fire, and also some other equipment that had to be serviced after that incident.
Looking for a motion by legislator Bratt,
Aye.
second by legislator Godfrey.
Second, yes.
On the question? Roll call vote.
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grozio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
Thank you. That passes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Item 5 is from the Office for Aging. This is discussion only. These two resolutions have not passed through the host committee, but we do have Director DiCarlo with us tonight, and she will give us some information on both resolutions.
Hi, thank you very much. So I have two budget modifications for acceptance of two different federal funds. The first one is the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, and that is in the amount of $155,809, and that is to be used for food, because during this event, we're still moving food, but we're doing it in a much different way. So this money is going to help us be able to continue to serve the seniors under the Older Americans Act.
Any questions on that? Okay, item B.
The second one is an acceptance of additional funds from the CARES Act for COVID-19. This one is for $510,329, and that can be used for any of our services: nutrition, caregiver support, and supportive services. There's no county match because these are federal funds. So I was looking to bring them to the committee of the whole, actually, next week.
Okay, great. Any questions on this one? Thank you, Darlene. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Item 6 will be from the refuse. Is Don still with us? Okay.
It's a change order to allow for a time extension to June 5th for our contractor to reach substantial completion on our landfill 1 project.
All right, thank you. Motion by legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
second by legislator Collins.
Yes.
On the question, roll call vote.
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grozio,
Yes.
and Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
Getting that resolution passes. Thank you. Next up is Public Works.
Thank you, Chairman. This is Garrett.
Garrett, can you do those two together?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Projects going to construction. The first one is Porter Center Road. We need to hire the consultant to do the construction oversight of that project. Total amount increase of $102,914 for a total contract value of $345,914 for Bergman Associates. And the second project is the Walmore Road pavement project. We're seeking an increase in the contract of $187,500 for a total of $372,500 for CNS engineers to oversee that project.
Thank you. Motion by legislator Grosio,
Yes.
second by legislator Syracuse.
Yes.
On the question? Roll call vote?
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grosio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
And those pass. Thank you very much. Next up, the treasurer's office.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, before us tonight, we have a resolution just to add the Bank on Buffalo as a authorized depository in the county. As you know, the Bank on Buffalo is acquiring the Bank of Akron and does have a foot presence in Niagara County on Niagara Falls Boulevard, rather. And we've had discussions with them, and would like to add them as an authorized depository to potentially leverage some enhanced interest rates moving forward.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews. Motion by legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
second by legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
On the question? Roll call vote?
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes. Yes.
Legislator Grosio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes. Yes.
And the resolution passes. Thank you. Next up is Human Resources.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Summer Hours 2020, this is an annual resolution that we put through each year at about this time, calling for a summer schedule beginning June 28th, ending Labor Day weekend, November 5th, that allows departments that are 9 to 5 to start at 8:30 a.m. and ending 4:30 p.m. This adds no additional cost to the county. Employees and departments enjoy starting a little bit earlier during the summer months, but also ending a little bit earlier. Thank you.
Thank you. Motion by legislator Virtuoso,
Yep.
second by legislator Bratt.
Aye.
On the question? Roll call vote?
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grosio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
All right, and the resolution from Human Resources passes.
Thank you.
10th item up is from the purchase office.
Thank you very much. We were asked by the Department of Employment and Training to modify our purchasing guidelines as a result of an audit that was done by the New York State Department of Labor. We will not be changing any of the number thresholds. What they've asked is that we make a modification to the federal uniform guidance for federal funding. And all the new language will do is it will be a provision that requires micro purchases be distributed equitably among qualified suppliers. So anything that is purchased with a dollar value of less than $2,000 $499 will be distributed equitably among qualified purchasers.
I have a motion by legislator Bratt,
Aye.
second by legislator Godfrey.
On the second, yes.
On the question?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to know if we could table this for the simple reason, we just got this, a couple hours ago on our agenda. It wasn't on, the original agenda, it was added to. And I really don't understand exactly what's going on here. I don't have my original purchasing agreement rules, and I don't know exactly what changes are being made to this. So I would like, maybe we could have some more information on this for the next committee. To outline what the changes are exactly, like in red or something, because when I read it, I don't know what the changes are. They're citing different laws, but they're not telling me what these laws are. And from what I just understand, what you just said, that purchases under $2,000 have to be done equally. Well, what does that mean? I don't understand what she's saying.
Maureen,
That's
is this?
absolutely,
Go ahead.
yeah, that's absolutely fine if we table it, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. It's something incredibly, it's very minor, and it's not urgent that it be done at this time. So
I'll second that.
Okay, that is my question to you. If this is time sensitive and you're saying it's not.
it is not.
Okay, I have a motion by legislator Virtuoso to table. Do I have a second?
Second. Grozio.
Legislator Grozio. On the question, anyone? All in favor to table? Roll call?
Legislator Nemi,
Yes.
Legislator Collins,
Yes.
Legislator Bratt,
Aye.
Legislator Godfrey,
Yes.
Legislator Syracuse,
Yes.
Legislator Grozio,
Yes.
Legislator Virtuoso.
Yes.
Motion to table passes. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Legislator Virtuoso.
All right, is there any way that we can get, like I said, some more information on this before the next meeting? I would like to know, what the audit said and why they said that. Is there a reason for that? And, in the language that they use in the audit, why they wanted that changed? Were we doing something wrong? Or, I don't understand why we're even changing it, but that's the questions that I have. So if they could be answered by the next meeting, I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Maureen, would you be able to do that?
Yes, absolutely. I can give you a call, and I also have a copy of the audit that I can share as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else for the good of the committee? Hearing none, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn. Motion by legislator Collins,
Yes.
second by legislator Grozio.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.